Hello, my friends, and welcome to Infection-Free Zone, where we're going to be defending my real, actual hometown from a zombie apocalypse. This is a game that has just come out in early access that I've had my eye on for a while because it's such a cool concept. It's a city-building zombie survival game, sort of in a post-apocalyptic setting, but it uses real-world maps, actual maps of real places, anywhere in the entire world, as far as I know. You can download a map and then load into it and build your colony in that area using the buildings and terrain and so on from that city. We're going to be playing this game in my hometown where I grew up of Ottawa, Ontario, the capital city of Canada. I don't live there currently, but it's a city I know extremely well, so hopefully we can find a great place to set up and defend from the zombie apocalypse. As you can see, when we go to start a new game, we can choose any location in the world and it pulls up a map of that. I've already downloaded a map of Ottawa, so here we are. This is the city I grew up in. You can see it's an overhead map of it. Ottawa is a city of about 1 million. It's between two rivers, which we can maybe use as defensive landmarks, and is the seat of the federal government. This is a map of downtown, and right here is the Parliament buildings where the government actually is, and then there's also a university over here across this is a canal, across the canal, and there is a whole bunch of office buildings and stuff in the downtown core, as well as a bunch of Department of Defense and like police buildings and so on, which will probably have useful resources. And it's just a downtown area, so there's probably a lot of grocery stores and restaurants that we can scavenge from. I've done a quick run just to test and see how things work, but I am going to be starting a new one, and I haven't done a ton of this game, so we're going to be learning as we go, and let's just get in and see if we can defend my hometown from the zombie apocalypse. I think we'll start right here. This seems like a decent place to begin, just right in the middle of downtown. Used to be a very densely populated area. The difficulty might be very high. I am sure I want to continue. And we're going to turn difficulty up to maximum, just because that's how I roll. So people... okay, so left is more difficult, fewer people is more difficult, resources, I assume, fewer is more difficult, and hordes number. So this is always an interesting thing with UI, is do you have the sliders go in the same direction for difficulty or in the same direction numerically? Because more hordes and fewer resources is more difficult, but if you have the sliders go in opposite direction, that could be a weird UI thing. Anyways, that doesn't matter in particular, but here we go. Here is our setup for defending my town from zombies. Now this game has, at time of recording, really long loading screens, so I'm just going to quickly cut to the actual gameplay because it has to download and set up the entire map of the city in order to function, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, so here we are. We've spawned in on an overhead map of Ottawa, so we are basically right in the middle of downtown. You can see a bunch of office buildings and stuff. Up here to the left is where the Parliament buildings are. So I think one goal for this playthrough is going to be to try to expand up there and take over the Parliament buildings and save the city center of government. I'm going to try to do a little bit of role-playing as though we were actually defending Ottawa from a zombie apocalypse, and so I'll try to value buildings that the locals would consider important and see if we can include those in our survivor area. Around here we've got like some bars and restaurants, a bunch of that kind of thing. I'm looking just for any areas. I think what we're looking for is a tall, narrow building, because this game does model building height. You can shoot over buildings if you're in a building that's taller than them. And it also, we want one with relatively clear fields of fire around it to start in, just so that we have areas where we can get where we can chop trees. We need a lot of trees, and we need to be able to protect our settlement with clear fields of fire without having to knock down too many buildings in order to set that up. So I'm kind of looking not in right the middle of downtown, because I think these buildings are maybe too big, and we're going to set up down here somewhere. So this is the Natural History Museum. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up in this block just outside the Natural History Museum and see if we can protect it somewhere around here, because I think we should have relatively clear fields of fire if we start like here, maybe this building, which is at a nice sort of intersection. I'm looking for stuff that we can adapt into usable buildings, because you basically adapt existing buildings into stuff that you can defend. I think let's go with this block, because I think if we get these two large buildings as part of our defensive setup, we can use those to kind of set up overlapping fields of fire around this area. Gives us sort of a natural expansion up into this block and a natural area of clear space that we can use for farming or whatever. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to use maybe this headquarters building, maybe this one. Let's just go with this one. Building is extremely large and will be hard to defend in the first days. We recommend choosing a smaller building. Okay. Good to know, but I think we're going to go with it anyways. Just seems fun. There is an intro movie for this game, but honestly, the storyline is not the strong suit of this game. It's very bare bones at the moment because it's in very early access, so it is waiting for polish and stuff. So we're going to look for food. We've got our squad of soldiers. Let's see if we can pull up our squad here. We've got Lucy Harris, Mason Mitchell, Molly White, and Alexander Simpson, our squad of soldiers. This is a real-time with pause game, so you can pause. And these guys are going to be helping us scavenge buildings and look for food. We will also, I don't know if you can rename these, but if you can rename the squad members, maybe, and, you know, I am enjoying this game and people like watching it, maybe I'll see if I can name them after channel members or something. That could be fun. I don't know. All right, so we hit V to turn on scavenger view, and we are going to send our squad out to scavenge for some food. Let's see if there's any grocery stores or restaurants near us. Just like things with this can icon. I want a smaller one so we can scavenge it a little more easily. Maybe this wasn't a great spot to start, but let's go over here and we'll just scavenge this large building, which is the Wheelhouse, a bar. We are in the Best Western plus Ottawa Downtown Suites, and then we've got the Elfin, another hotel near us, so we're just setting up near a bunch of hotels across from the History Museum. I'm also going to create another squad, also armed with pistols, and they're going to just help us by... I'm going to queue up a bunch of scavenging actions on these nearby buildings. I think you want 2 squads to start with, just to make sure that things actually go easily. And then, I've got all my workers here, so let's go ahead and give them something to do. So we're going to have them cut down a bunch of wood for us, and we're just going to clear our immediate area from trees, and then clear our immediate area from metal to give us space to build as well as resources. And that'll just send out our scavengers to do that. Waiting orders. We need to get cans of food, seems reasonable here. Alright, we found 2 cans of food and some ammo in this little apartment block. Let's go ahead and do some building. So I'm going to build a shelter, because my guys will need places to live. And I think we're just going to use this little set of apartment buildings as housing. Building clear. Waiting orders. Takes longer to scavenge large buildings, so we need to be aware of that. Let's do it. We found 3 of 4 cans of food, but we've got this one coming, and then my guys are going to continue to scavenge, hopefully. Ready for action. One thing that is funny about this game is that buildings only have 1 entrance, so your guys, and because these are like downloaded maps, sometimes the entrances will be facing the wrong way, so your guys will move all the way around a block of apartments to go into the other side of one, which I think is really funny. It's daytime, so there's no zombies yet, but soon we will have to deal with the hordes. Take a look at the lay of the land here as well. So we've got the museum, we have the canal, we've got the university over here. We can get science materials there, which makes sense. We've got a couple gas stations across the street.
Chief, I will speak on behalf of the other citizens. Let us go and adapt the building.
Oh, whoops. Well, it clicked through the voice acting, but I think that's okay. Go and adapt the other buildings. Let's make some shelters. yeah, I think we'll just make all of these into shelters.
Sir, the crates are in the HQ. We have to think what to scavenge first. It will be best to check some shops or warehouses.
Alright, and then you just keep scavenging the nearby buildings.
Okay. I'll point you where to go.
Ideally, we'd find some guns, ammunition.
We found some medical supplies. They'll definitely come in handy. Now we'll be able to give first aid to the wounded. But if we want to heal people more efficiently, we'll need to build a med bay.
The med bay sounds.
I'm going to use like these buildings here that we can protect easily as our core buildings, I think. Just like med bay and cooking area, stuff like that.
No more to find.
Let's move some of our scavengers onto building as well so that we can actually get our housing built. Our guys are a little upset because they're all sheltering on the floor in our headquarters instead of having real housing, so we want to set up housing for them properly. I could build another squad.
Operator.
Maybe I will do that, just so we can scavenge a little faster. We only have 2 guns left. We have 8 pistols that we started with, or we have 10 pistols that we started with, and we've used 8 of them on our scavengers. It's also almost dark, so we're gonna have zombie time soon.
The sun is getting low. We don't know what's going to happen during the night. We can continue our scavenging.
Let's
Carry
hit
on.
continue. And then our workers don't work at night.
Okay.
So you can see the game models lines of sight. You can see this one is slightly interrupted by that building, but it draws line of sight for your guys from the center of buildings. So you do need to be a little bit careful, because if the building is too large, they won't be able to shoot anything. I'm going to have them just ferry back our resources so they don't get caught out after dark. But I'll keep scavenging during the night, at least the nearby buildings, just to make sure we've got some... We're making some progress.
Waiting orders.
Alright, we've got our first zombies.
Sir, just saw a group of infected. They might not be aware of our presence yet.
Get ready to fight.
Operator, waiting orders.
So
On
then
my way.
you guys are going to go back this way. Let's unpause. And we're going to set up in our headquarters where we will hopefully have good enough fields of fire to cover our buildings. This building might not be quite tall enough to cover all of the apartment blocks. What if I set up in this building as well?
Reporting. Going there.
Then we can have sort of overlapping fields of fire. Horde spotted up here. That's fine.
Infected incoming.
You can pause at any time and reissue orders. I'm going to try to play most of this game in real time, just to keep things fun. Alright, so from this building we have perfect fields of fire, which is great. So we'll just do that. We'll just leave 1 squad in each building to defend, I think. Also, they can get some scavenging done.
Operator.
Actually, why don't you go... Oh no, here come the zombies. So I'd like to keep picking up resources even at night. We will end up in a resource crunch, so it's important to get as many resources as possible. Also, the denser the neighborhood, which this is a pretty dense neighborhood in a city of 1 million zombies, the more hordes there are going to be, so we do have to be careful about that. Alright, since the zombies aren't coming closer, let's speed up time a little bit.
Infected incoming.
Looks like they're just wandering around, because we're just hanging out in buildings, so I don't think they're getting attracted to our area yet.
There are some infected around here. Another one incoming.
Oh, nice. We found a pistol in this large apartment block, or hotel.
Hostiles inbound.
Alright, and it's daytime now.
Sir,
Ooh, a car.
found a car that looks drivable. Let's try to make a run. Receive it. We're on the move. We're on the move.
Alright, you guys just keep scavenging. You guys go get a car. This is a pretty nearby car as well. Love a car.
Chief, there are signs of smoke. It's coming out of a building. I think there might be some I recommend we go and investigate.
Alright, we will
Let's
go and investigate. But we'll do it in a car.
This night was easy. There are sure to be some infected around here. We should build some defenses before the next nightfall.
You can see there's hordes camped in the buildings. Alright, let's build a watchtower.
Let's build
Build a wooden tower. So I'm going to build a wooden tower. You can shoot from the towers, but what we're going to do is I think I'm going to build it in very tight against my building here.
Ready for the ride.
As tightly as possible.
I've missed driving so
Let me
much.
pause
This will help speed up our scavenging.
so that we get decent fields of fire this way. And then we're going to wall in this whole city block. So I don't want the tower to be outside the walls. That'll just provide fire support when the zombies come for our HQ. Alright, now you guys go find out what's going on over there.
Well, we're gonna see.
And you guys just keep on scavenging. This car's a little damaged, but has a full gas tank, which is pretty nice.
Chief, we found some survivors. They've been living in terrible conditions for the last few years.
Yes, we will be able to feed them. Alright, I do have to be a little careful.
Operator, let's do
It's 9 a.m., so the zombies won't come after them, but I'm going to go around and clear out these hordes. They're relatively small, so our squad should be able to take them out.
Receiving.
Oh wow, we cleared it immediately. Alright, fair enough. Having a car makes this game a lot smoother, too.
Operator.
So what I want is to start setting up walls around this whole area. And we're gonna... Because we're in the middle of a city, I think it's easier to get metal than it is to get wood. So we are going to go with
Roger.
metal walls, the higher tier walls. Let's also use our car to let our guys scavenge. You can put resources in the car, which makes scavenging much faster. So we're just going to clear out all these apartment blocks. See if there's any cool buildings nearby that we want. The Governor, that's another hotel, I think. We're in, like, the hotel district. Bar. It's funny because it just chooses one business if it's a large building with lots of businesses. So sometimes it'll name it after something that's kind of nonsensical.
Search done. Roger.
I'm not sure why my guys are driving all the way around in a circle, but we'll take it. As long as they're continuing to get stuff, I'm just going to keep queuing this up. I guess we found a gun over here already, so I think I will, and we have 5 unemployed people, so I think I will queue up another squad so we can scavenge a little faster. 2 of them get to have guns, and they'll get armed when we bring back our weapons
Ready for action.
later on.
Let's do it.
These guys can go make sure we've got gas, because our guys are driving around in circles. Alright, we have finished a shelter, which is pretty nice.
No more to find.
Let's see, who have we got? Anna Adams, Rosie Rose, Jensen Bailey, and Sophie Clark
There's nothing left.
are survivors in this squad. These guys are almost done searching the large building. Your individual squad members will level up, so we do need to take care to keep them alive to
Reporting.
make sure they have XP, and also because people are useful to have around.
Building clear.
Let's make sure we don't have anyone unemployed, too.
We're on the move.
The first night was pretty simple, because we didn't actually get attacked. But it will get pretty wild with the number of hordes that we start seeing pretty soon. How's our storage situation? Alright, we still have plenty of space to store items in.
Receiving. No more to find. Reporting.
Nice. Lots of food from this scavenging trip. Lots of food and ammunition, tools, and gasoline. It's perfect. These guys are going to ferry back all this stuff.
Receiving. Roger.
Your squad will like take stuff back to the headquarters for you and everything. You don't have to queue up all of those orders, which is really nice.
Tomorrow's another day.
We have nighttime coming in.
There. Receiving. Receiving.
We know that there's a horde here. This is the squad that only has 2 guns also. So I'm going to wait until they've finished scavenging this area and then send them back. This squad,
Roger.
maybe just finish this.
Ready for action.
This squad we're just going to leave here to defend that building.
Receiving. Clear.
And then I might take the squad with the car and have them go kite these hordes around. Alright, you guys just get in the
Ready for action.
headquarters, and you are going to go kite the hordes around.
Sir, it's almost nightfall. You can already see some infected coming out of their lairs.
Because I don't want to take too much damage.
Going there.
And we've got fire support from the building here. And we'll have fire support from this building as well.
Okay.
Roger.
Get ready to defend the zone.
These basic zombies are pretty easy to just kite around, but when there's more than one of them at once, that becomes a lot more risky.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're on the move.
Alright, why don't you guys just
We're on the move.
quickly scavenge, because you've got a car, so you can get out of danger quickly.
Reporting.
And then,
Infected
no,
incoming.
get back in the building. And then you, we need our vehicle to help out here.
Spotted.
Maybe drive down this way. We're just gonna pull this horde
We're on the
in.
move. Let's do it.
Oh, there's this horde too, okay. The driver of a vehicle will never shoot.
On my way.
So, and they have a severe accuracy penalty shooting from a vehicle.
Going there.
See if I can pull these zombies towards where fire support from the building will be effective.
There are some infected around here.
Oh no, the horde split up. I was hoping I could get them all to follow the car. Alright, so there's zombies in the building with my squad. I'm hoping that they can survive. They get a little bit of grace time before they start taking damage. And I think that depends on how large the building is, because the zombies have to climb the stairs to get to them.
We're on the move.
Which is a cool way to do it. But when zombies get into the building with your
Let's do it.
squad, it gets pretty dangerous. Alright, so we've wiped
Let's do it.
like 5 hordes. You go head back here and gas up the car. When you're near a warehouse, your cars gain fuel.
Spotted. Infected incoming.
Alright, here's a horde. Here's another horde. We've got levels on 2 of our guys already, too. Although they're almost out of ammo, so I'm going to have to send them back into the building soon to pick up ammunition.
On my way. Going there. We're on the move. Let's do it.
The door won't hold much longer.
And those zombies were attacking our headquarters, which, if the headquarters dies, we lose. I'm pretty sure. Alright.
Do it. Roger.
This crossfire, or it's not quite crossfire, we're not quite overlapping, but it's working pretty well. We have to send our guys back indoors to get ammo too. Alright, they've got reloaded back into the car. Only need to make it another, like, hour at night.
Incoming.
Alright, here come some zombies, but it's almost 5 a.m. and it's the middle of summer, so sunrise is early. The game does take into account weather, sunrise times, like latitude for that.
On my way.
Very cool system. Alright, you go scavenge. You go scavenge that large building. You're done scavenging. Go drop off. And then I guess go back and scavenge, and then go scavenge.
Chief, we just found an assault rifle. This will come in
Ooh.
handy against large hordes.
Oh,
Let's just not waste too much ammo on nothing.
Use it with
an
caution.
assault rifle. Alright, it looks like Jacob Hughes, who's leveled up once already, is getting our assault rifle. We don't want to put... The first person in the squad will always be the driver, so you don't want them to have the rifle. But good old Jacob here is gonna be handling things. Let's see, can we build anything interesting yet? I think we're gonna have to wait one more day before we can build anything really cool. I really want to find more people. We only have 35 citizens, and we could definitely use more.
Chief, we found some seeds in one of the buildings. It looks like grain. There were some farming tools as well. Maybe we could use this to start cultivating the land again.
Alright, cool.
Okay, bring that in. Okay.
Alright, we need to make
Build a
food.
cookhouse.
Currently, we're okay on canned food. We've got 4 days worth of food, which is pretty good.
Let's do it.
Alright, I've done this dialogue tree already, and it just repeats over and over, so we're just gonna end this. We have to build an antenna.
Let's go there.
Send a squad to find tech books. Alright, you are done. Notice that the assault rifle, you can see we have much longer range on this squad now. Oh, and there's guys over here. Maybe they'll come be our friends.
Roger.
Hello?
We're on the move.
Be my friend?
We're on the move. Sir, we've encountered a group of people willing to join us.
Yes, we will
Send them
accept
in.
3 new survivors, or 4 new survivors. Awesome.
Danger close.
Okay, so these guys are fighting zombies in a building, and the way to do this, I think, is to step in and out of the building
Sir, you won't believe what just happened.
and kite them back and forth. There we go.
Into the sun. Well, what's worse, building clear. Seemed to know exactly what he was doing. It took him a moment to give up, but then he returned to the darkness. What the hell is going on? We're on the move.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that
Go
guy.
back there and kill it.
Reporting. Receiving. There's nothing left.
Alright, we have a lot of buildings that have materials that we want. We need scientific materials. You have finished scavenging, so go drop off and then go hit this block. Really what we want is more guns. We're also almost done building everything here, so let's... I'm going to pause real quick, and we're going to start trying to build a defensive section. So we're going to use... actually, let's just go straight to brick walls. I think they're better than metal walls. And we can just deconstruct nearby buildings for bricks or scavenge buildings. So I want enough space around my walls that we can easily maneuver cars in and out of the area. So we're going to build the walls actually out a little bit further, I think. Like out here. Yeah, that seems like a good start. And we'll just get started on some walls. We're not going to worry too much about them yet, but it's important to get started building those soon. Got all my squads doing stuff. Wait, why are you not using your car? What the heck? Go get your car and then go back home. Drop off your gear. Our citizens all have places to live, so that's great. And then I want to start deconstructing large nearby buildings that are blocking our lines of sight, so we're going to deconstruct the Hallmark store for bricks.
We need a workspace where we can experiment and re-engineer all the pre-pandemic technology. We could store all the books there, too. Let's build a research center and assign the most technical minds there.
Go pick up those last books, and then why don't you come back here and just scavenge the nearby area again.
Okay. Let's do this.
You go scavenge that building.
Building repurposed.
And then
Search done.
our storage situation is still fine. We're doing okay there. I need to get some more. I need to get a research station. I need to get a cookhouse. So let's get those built if we can. How about start with a cookhouse. Maximum staff 3, 5. Let's go with 5 staff here. Adapt to a cookhouse.
Building work done.
Get some rest.
Let's do it.
Trying to keep things tight into our headquarters so we can protect it. Oh, we've also got... Nice. We have this tower, which has 1 pistol currently. We're out of pistols for our tower. Oh, you need to go get the tools and come back.
Ready for action.
And
Building
then
clear.
you... What? Our guys are not driving.
Orders.
The moon
Let's do it.
seems so close to the Earth tonight,
Building clear.
reflecting the sunlight. The sky is perfectly clear. It's almost as bright as the day. There should be no infected on the street tonight.
Oh, nice. All right, we get a night of reprieve to do some build up and scavenging, but our guys won't build during the night. But at least we get to scavenge and also go get this car without getting eaten by zombies, since our guys decided to walk back instead of driving.
We're on the move. Reporting.
I blame Patricia Roberts for that decision.
Operator. Operator.
Okay, dropped everything off. Get in the car. Go finish scavenging this building, and then we'll make sure we've got some gas. You go drop off and then go scavenge again. Sometimes when there's too much stuff for them to carry, they won't do it. Have we found any other cars? I'd really like to see if there's any cars around, because that, if we can get more for our other squads, that would help a lot. We'll have to explore a little bit for that.
Reporting.
Yeah, so go there, grab it, go back, and then go scavenge that building, and then we'll have all the nearby buildings in this block scavenged. Got a medical group, massage therapy not listed as medicine. Offending all the massage therapists in the audience, I'm certain. So what we're going to want to do is start expanding north so that we can get towards the banks and government buildings and stuff. Ooh, this would have been a really fun headquarters. I guess this is another hotel, but just a tall, thin building. Very fun. You got the Parliament buildings here. You got the west block of the Parliament buildings, the Peace Tower, libraries and everything. Library of Parliament. This would be a fun place to defend as well, but I think there's just not enough buildings around to turn into stuff.
Roger. Ready for action. Waiting orders.
Alright,
Ready for action.
almost scavenged this large building. We'll go scavenge the museum at some point as well.
We're running out of stock.
We're out of bricks to build our walls, but when we start deconstructing this building, that'll quickly resolve itself. I guess we'll deconstruct this one as well. just get wood, bricks, and metal from that, which will really give us a lot of extra options, as well as giving us cleaner lines of sight. We'll probably deconstruct this set of buildings and this corner, and then just do a box like this. Alright, let's speed up a little, because we're just scavenging right now. Yeah, so you go drop off... Oh, nice, we got another gun. Perfect. And then we're just going to queue up some scavenging. You are still scavenging. You have finished. Why don't you go finish off these two houses? And then I should plan my farming situation. So I think what we want to do is tuck the farms in right next to our building. Now, unfortunately, this game's placement for farms is really awkward because you can see it doesn't line up with the street grid, which irritates me personally. But we can't just select an orientation. We have to click and hold to spin it. So I'm trying to get this to be lined up because I know not only will it annoy me, it's going to drive everyone watching berserk if the fields are not lined up. So we're going to try to get that. Looks like we don't have enough space to fit one in there, but we should be able to get two in here once we've cleared out that car. But I'm going to wait until I've gotten this section a little better defended to do that. Alright, it's daytime again. Our guy's still finishing, just searching these buildings. We've got a little set of zombies over here. I'm going to take the car and drive around a bit, too, once they've finished the set of buildings, to see if we can get more vehicles. Alright, how are our workers doing? We have 2 guards in this tower. Workers doing tree chopping. Got 6 people chopping trees, 10 people grabbing metal, and nobody on these buildings. Alright, we don't need the metal as badly. Let's send 5 people to go disassemble this building and get us bricks. We can also gather bricks from scrap piles like this brick pile, but I think it's easier just to disassemble buildings, and also gives us more resources that we actually, like, more space and stuff. And then I've got some builders who are assigned to... Oh, they're all assigned to these walls, but they can't actually build because we don't have any bricks. Okay. Alright, looks like the game figured that out when they came back with some bricks. I'm not going to worry too much about the, like, slightly inefficient production schemes, because it would be pretty annoying to, I guess, here, what I'll do is I'll unassign all my builders, and then I'm going to assign all my builders to this, and then the 2 unemployed people we're going to just put on disassembling this. There we go. That should fix our production. Alright, these guys are going to drive around and look for more cars or more people.
There's nothing left.
Just to see if we can find anything that will help us out.
Chief, we just found a dead animal, but the thing is, it was literally shredded to pieces. It couldn't just be some ordinary infected. There are teeth marks on its skin. They look like dog teeth.
Stay alert.
Zombie dogs. Alright, perfect. So we've got a car over here. So let's have you guys... I could split the squad. I think that works. Splitting the squad. We'll put you 2 here. And then... hopefully I can easily combine the squads again. Go pick up that vehicle. You guys drive back.
On my way. Operator.
Because I really wanted to just get more cars around.
Vehicle taken
Nice. Alright, and we got a
On my way.
slightly fancier vehicle with 700 hit points and a few more
Reporting.
few
We're on the move.
more cargo spaces. Why don't you go back here and... Oh, actually, I should also, before my guys actually build the brick wall, we want to build a gate instead of one of these wall sections, so I don't want to spend too many resources on that. Let's build the gate right here, because the doorway is right there, so we want to be able to have our guys go in front of the doorway. Perfect.
Ready for action. Reporting. Receiving.
Okay, you are in the...
Reporting.
You guys get in this car, and then why don't you just go do some scavenging. This squad of 2 is going to hang out here and wait for their buddies, and then this squad is going to take stuff back. This squad's going to come back here,
On my way.
and then we'll see if I can combine the squads.
No more to find.
Okay, so exchange, select squad.
Reporting.
Do I control click to do? Trying to figure out how to combine squads here.
Ready for action.
Okay, great. Now we've got squad 2 back in action, but they have a fancier car.
Roger.
We're going to have them go kill those zombies in the building as well.
On my way.
Now, we need to get a car for squad 3. Micro them in and out of the building so they never start taking damage from the zombies. Classic zombie fighting tactics, I'm sure.
We're on the move.
Yeah, so why don't you drop that off the bricks and cans that you found, and then just go scavenge the museum, because you're
No more to find.
on foot. We've got our little tower going. I might scrap this and turn it into a metal tower as well at some point, just so it's a little more defended. We're building a field. We'll need to build more fields, but for now this is going pretty well, I would say. We want to repair this car as well, too, but not tonight,
Going there.
because my guys might need to drive it around. Odd choice to park in between those two buildings like that, but I respect it.
Operator.
Alright, actually, Squad 3,
Start winding down.
as much as it's sort of a waste of your time to have walked there and then back, we're going to have you come back because you're on foot, so we're just going to park them in this large building. Because it's soon going to be zombie time. And then we'll probably have Squad 1 be our kiting squad, and Squad 2 provide fire support from inside the
Horde. Spotted.
tower. Alright, now we've got a horde, so you guys are getting back in your car, and you're going to
We're
go
on the move. Ready for action.
go back and stay inside our headquarters. Then we've got this squad, who's going to get in a vehicle,
Horde. Spotted.
and we'll kite the zombies around. We can now face zombie dogs as well, so we have to be very careful about that.
Coming.
I do need to protect from both directions, though, is the thing that I'm a little worried about, because
On my way.
we've got these houses and we don't have them walled off or anything yet. So let's see if I can pull the zombies away from our houses. If they get to our civilian population, obviously that's a real problem.
Let's do it. On my way. Infected and
Providing some overwatch fire with the assault rifle from inside the building, but they are attacking our guard tower here. The guard tower has a decent amount of health. Okay, nice. These guys at least pulled them away from... Our car's taking damage. No. Oh, why won't it go?
Door won't hold much longer.
Okay. You guys need to step out of the building and then back into the building to avoid getting killed. And you need to get pulled around. I'm pausing because the micro is getting a little intense. I don't want to lose immediately. Oh, here's some infected dogs. We might have needed to get our walls going even earlier. Like I think we have to get walls up in this next day, or we're gonna get overrun. Because we're already taking damage on our
Shoot them down.
Squads here. These guys are pretty hurt. Yeah, I need to have this squad join them in the building to fight off that horde. And then we're just going to have these guys camp in the building instead of trying to kite around. So they can kill the approaching dogs. How's the health on our tower here? Alright, still at 1650, so that's not bad. 2 squads were able to fend that off. Why don't you guys get in the car, because you're hurt? Definitely have to repair this car now. Horde is going to come through this gap in the building, so we'll try to kite them backwards this way. It's only 1 in the morning currently. We've got fire support from the turret, fire support from our headquarters, though. Any zombies coming from this direction? Nope. Zombies coming from the south. They could kill our kitchen. That would be a problem.
Ready for action.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to wall off the whole compound. We might have to do some different walls. No enemies on the field right now. Our guys will slowly regenerate health over the next couple days, but it will, it's really painful for them. Or it's very slow. Painfully slow is what I was trying to say. I guess it's painful for them as well. We do have a few more fuel canisters, but we've already used a lot of gas just in the last couple days, so we really need to loot some gasoline. Alright, we're going to have you drive to kite the zombies around again. Let's get some good shooting going by... Oh, we can't see the names of the squad members when we're in the vehicle. This is good, though. We've got a good crossfire going from our turret and our headquarters. And it's now 5 a.m. One more squad of zombies, and then we should be able to get back into it. Oh, that is a large horde that's taken over that building. Alright, I think we're just going to ignore that. You guys go scavenge just that whole block. You guys go get back in the museum. You guys get back in the car. And just go down here, I guess.
Clear.
Construction ready.
Alright, we got our first field. The fields produce grain, and then we cook that in our cookhouse. I also need a research center. I should get that starting as well. How many scientists do I think I'm going to need? Probably not that many. Honestly, I think I might just go with 1 scientist for now and just have our research center be quite slow, just to keep it tightly in and protected.
Waiting orders.
And then we can just expand. I mean, we could even turn this large building into a research center.
Boss, we're running out of space for resources. We have to build a warehouse.
Alright, we
Okay.
will build a
We're building
warehouse. I'm thinking maybe this building. It's the largest building.
Sir, the winter is coming. The days will be shorter. The farms won't produce any more food. We should brace ourselves. This might be the hardest days of the year.
Okay, we have enough canned food to survive
Let's
through the winter,
prepare for
no
winter.
problem. I do need to build a warehouse. So one thing I could do is I could build the warehouse here. It's probably good to have my guys fight from the warehouse, because then they'll replenish ammo as they're fighting. So I think we're going to have this corner building be a warehouse. That'll also let our guys drop off the stuff they're mining from this side of the area a little bit more easily. Our scavengers and so on. Currently don't have anyone working on the walls and gates. What are our builders actually doing? Alright, they're all assigned to build the warehouse. That's fine. They can do that. Yeah, we really need more people.
Search done.
I think what I might need to do, I think I'm going to have you guys head back to here, drop off the car so we can have somebody repair it. Notice that they've healed quite a bit already. I think I need you all to
Going there.
scout around, see if I can find more people or more vehicles.
On my
So
way.
we're just going to have them do a quick circuit of the neighborhood. Hoping those will just pop up as mini-map icons and we don't have to be in the other view. The other thing is it reorients your camera whenever you zoom too far out, which really bothers me. I'm, again, hoping that some of those issues can be sort of ironed out as we
On my way.
go in early access. Nice. All right, there's a car. Why don't you guys just go on foot and pick it up and then come back and finish scavenging,
Roger.
rather than doing the annoying squad splitting thing?
Roger.
What I'm really looking for is more people who can join our
On my way.
faction. So we're just kind of exploring some fog of war here.
We're on the move.
Alright. Yeah, you guys go get back in that car. Oh, no, wait. I wanted you just to go scavenge.
Operator.
Hang on. Exit the car. Go scavenge. And the car is too damaged. We need to repair that. So I'm going to have somebody try to repair that, hopefully.
Orders.
Not finding any people. That's because I set number of survivors to very low. So we're really going to have to work for that. Why don't we hit up this gas station at least, because we burned a lot of fuel doing that. And then it's almost 4 p.m. We're going to have to protect ourselves from this horde. I guess we can take out this horde on our way back home as well, using the jumping in and out of the building strategy.
Where are we going?
And then we've got, everyone has a car now.
Horde inside.
Alright, and get back out, and get back in.
This house is infected.
Because basically, there's a timer before your guys start taking damage when they're sharing a house with the infected.
This house is
Start
infected.
winding down for the rest.
Okay, I let it go too long, so that's fine. We thinned out the horde, and these guys could just go defend our headquarters now that they've taken damage. You guys get back in, and then go protect this large building.
Reporting.
Actually, you guys go protect the large building. You guys have taken hits, so you're gonna be our designated drivers for the evening. And we'll try to pull the zombies towards our best set up defenses.
Another one incoming.
I might be able to just stack everyone in the HQ, but I'm worried that the zombies will attack like the partially built warehouse and our
Infected incoming.
the rest of our housing and everything. Yeah, they're trying to kill the warehouse here. So we need to pull them away from that.
Going there.
Get them over here where the assault
We're on
rifle
the move.
can start shooting.
Let's do it. Roger.
The squad also is almost out of ammo, so I'm going to have to get them into the headquarters to pick up ammunition now.
Another one incoming.
So pop in there, reload, get back in a car.
Let's do it.
Not seeing a horde yet. Let's speed up time a little bit until I see one.
Hostiles inbound.
There's one. There's two.
Hostiles inbound.
There's three.
Let's do it. Going there. On my way. On my way. Going there. Another one incoming.
Alright, we've kited that horde out. We've got another couple hours to go. I'm really most worried about enemies approaching from the south, because they're going to attack our undefended and partially constructed buildings.
On my way. On my way. We're on the move.
So I'm trying to pull those guys towards the
Let's do it.
headquarters. What I'm really irritated by is that this like minivan or whatever we've got here has 699 out of 700 health, so it's not worth
We're on the
spending resources and effort repairing it. But
move. Let's do
that
it.
obviously drives me nuts, as it would anyone.
Going there. Let's do it. We're on the move.
If we can find more special weapons, like more assault rifles and stuff for each of our squad members, for at least one for each squad, that would be a big boost
We're on the move.
as well. We also have... Yeah, we've got enough pistols that this wooden tower is at least fully armed.
Operator.
I'm gonna go pull these zombies in towards us, I think, just so we can continue to clear out the neighborhood a little.
Receiving. Waiting orders. Roger. We're on the move.
Good old Squad 1. Oh, there's more horde this way.
Roger. Roger. We need backup.
Oh no, I let them get a swipe on the vehicle. Alright, well now it's down 6 hit points, so it's definitely worth repairing, right? Fully intentional.
We're on the move.
And then we just set up a firing platform here and finish off the zombies, and it is 5 in the morning.
Roger.
And we're about ready for dawn. Did we make it yet another day? Alright, we've made it 5 nights, and haven't lost a single casualty yet, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Everybody get ready.
Alright, sick.
Let's do it.
So I think this is a great place to make the cut for this video, but I'm gonna keep on playing and we'll be back with another video soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at Infection Free Zone, where I'm defending my hometown from zombies. I feel like we've got a pretty good setup here. Things will start moving faster night to night too, as we get just like more people and can do our buildings and stuff a little bit faster. But for now, I think this is just a really fun game and a really cool setup. I think we are well on our way to having a whole city block protected from zombies. So hopefully we can manage that next time. As always, my friends, if you've enjoyed this video, of course, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate that very much, especially when I try out new games. It means a lot just because it lets me know if people are enjoying it or not enjoying it. And, of course, if you like the video, that is very helpful for the algorithm. And you can subscribe to my channel for more of this playthrough and other strategy game content. Cheers, folks. I'll catch you next time.